everything changes.
Ford has officially unveiled the 2021 F-150 full-size pickup in an online reveal. It's a mix of older style and newer technology for the 21 F-150, with looks that don't really change that much and mostly carry over powertrains, but with the significant addition of a spiffy new hybrid model and a revised interior that brings enhanced connectivity and some slick new features. Outside, the 21 F-150 looks almost exactly the same as the outgoing one, despite Ford claiming that the exterior is almost entirely new. There are new headlights and taillights, and the distinctive C-clamp light signature is maintained. You have 3 different styles of headlights, 11 new grilles, 13 new wheels, and 6 trim levels in total. There are some new features on the outside of the F-150 to talk about, of course. All models now feature active grille shutters for improved aerodynamics and speed, and a new active air dam will be featured on some models as well. It lowers itself to improve aerodynamics underneath the vehicle at speeds above 40 miles per hour, but raises at lower speeds and in off-road situations to avoid damage. Most notable outside, however, is the new available power running board setup meant to help ease loading and unloading of the bed from the sides of the truck. They can now be set to deploy whenever anyone with the truck's key fob approaches the vehicle, but they also feature an exterior kick switch that will move them out and back on demand, allowing easy step up to grab something out of the bed. No more standing on the back tire to grab stuff. The tailgate has received some attention as well, with the idea of turning it into an improved work surface. It has new C-clamp channel indentations for clamping things to the tailgate that might need to be sawed or glued together. New cleats on the sides of the tailgate are additional tie-down points for long items being secured in the bed, but they also double as bottle openers, which is handy for tailgating parties. The new optional tailgate work surface modifies the interior lining of the tailgate with things like a flat tabletop with a built-in ruler and holders for cups, pens, and mobile devices. The box lighting has also been revised a little bit and now illuminates an open tailgate as well, so you can see something placed on it if you're working at night. Inside, designers again followed an evolutionary design theme, modernizing and updating the F-150's cabin with some newer shapes and some more premium materials. There are a few new features, however, that are worthy of calling out. First is the new multimedia system, Sync 4, which will debut in the 21 F-150. The truck now features an 8-inch touchscreen as standard, upgradable to a new 12-inch screen that's in landscape format, not the portrait format that made such a stir on the latest Ram 1500. Ford says their customer research tells them that buyers prefer the horizontal orientation and the retention of dedicated buttons and switches for audio and climate control functions. The 8-inch screen comes standard on the XL and XLT trims, while the 12-inch comes with the XLT Luxury package on up, which Ford says will comprise more than 50% of the F-150 volume. The gauge cluster is upgraded as well, with a 12-inch analog or digital display depending on trim level. The digital display is similar to other Ford vehicles, encompassing the whole display and providing animations when switching between drive modes and functions. There are 2 items of note on the interior that are genuinely unique and innovative in the new F-150. The first one is the one that responds to Ford's customer feedback that its owners increasingly use laptops and other items for working in their F-150. In response, Ford has created the optional interior work surface package that the company says is ideal for signing documents, using a 15-inch laptop, or even having a meal while parked. Available on all seating configurations and trim levels, with the push of a button, the console transmission shifter folds down flat with the console, and a table surface unfolds from the center armrest to cover it. It's actually a pretty nifty idea and a creative use of available space. The other thing a number of owners apparently do in their F-150 is sleep. And now, catching a cat nap on the worksite is easier and more comfortable than ever with the new Max Recline Seats option, available on King Ranch, Platinum, and Limited models. The seat backs fold flat to nearly 180 degrees, while the bottom cushions are raised to meet the level of the rear cushions, and the upper back support rotates forward 10 degrees. This creates a nearly flat, full-length surface on which to nap between shifts or on your lunch break. Powertrains for the 2021 F-150 are the same as the prior year, meaning there are 5 carryover engine options: a standard 3.3-liter V6, a twin-turbo 2.7-liter EcoBoost V6, a larger twin-turbo 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6, and the venerable 5-liter V8, and the 3-liter turbocharged PowerShift diesel V6. They are all mated to a now standard 10-speed automatic transmission, but no power, torque, fuel efficiency, towing, or payload numbers were made available by Ford just yet. In typical Ford fashion, they'll be rolled out in a trickle over the next several months. But there is a new player in town, the twin-turbocharged 3.5-liter Power Boost V6 hybrid powertrain. It's mated to a new 10-speed modular hybrid transmission that sandwiches a 35-kilowatt electric motor into the transmission itself. It's fed by a 1.5 kilowatt-hour liquid-cooled lithium-ion battery pack that's mounted under the cabin floor, but which doesn't impede cabin space, according to Ford. Ford hasn't given any numbers for this powertrain either, except to say that they expect a greater than 700-mile range on a single tank of gas, and that they're aiming for a 12,000-pound max towing capacity. Perhaps the coolest feature to appear on the new F-150 might be the ProPower onboard integrated generator system, of which Ford will offer 3 versions. The basic version is a 2-kilowatt output unit that runs off any of the gasoline engines in the F-150 except the standard 3.3-liter V6. It features two 12-volt, 20-amp outlets in the bed of the truck and the capacity to power up to 2,000 watts of equipment. This is useful, say, for a tailgating party, where you can power a heater, a television, portable speakers, a blender, and a mini-fridge all at the same time. Or a repair person that can operate an 8-inch circular saw, a set of speakers, and a battery charger. And that's a neat system, but the hybrid model really ups the ante on what it can deliver. If you opt for the Power Boost Hybrid F-150, you get a standard 2.4 kilowatt ProPower onboard system, upping the output to 2,400 watts of energy. That's enough to power a jackhammer and a cement mixer simultaneously, or a compound saw, miter saw, air compressor, and battery charger. Or make your own drive-in movie theater with an LED projector, popcorn machine, and some hefty loudspeakers. And with a full tank of gas, Ford says that the output can be sustained for 85 hours straight. Now, if you've got much bigger fish to fry, and possibly quite literally, you can opt for the 7.2 kilowatt system that brings a whopping 7,200 watts of power. It comes with 4 120-volt 20-amp standard outlets and one L620 240-volt 30-amp twist socket. The new 2021 Ford F-150 will be going on sale later this year in just a few short months, sometime this fall. But if you'd like to learn more...